Hello, welcome to our Thursday Zoom meeting. Um, Twee and I are here. Okay, so I have this meeting recorded. I met one student on Tuesday online and uh, did a walkthrough, and then I took that video and posted on my YouTube. So I believe the video is available in case you wanna check it out. Um, See what I did. Just let me double check. Yeah, so we're at week 3. Excuse me. And I put up the video that I did on Tuesday. First up, do you have any concern or question for me before I talk to you more about week 3? Okay, you can talk or you can type in the chat function. Okay. If no question, then week 3, go to modules and look under week 3. At this point, you should already finish week 2. Okay. At this point, you should already finish week 2. If you haven't, you can still submit to week 2 discussions forum for late credit. But if you have submitted and earned full credit, keep up the good work. Week 3, we work on the personal essay and the semester-long memoir project. So you should already have selected a memoir, but if not, you can still select one right now. And these are all the items that I'm expecting you to have looked at the very least. Okay. So let me go to the next item. This PDF here is like a review for basic grammar, and if grammar is not your if it's not your strength, go ahead and take a look at this useful PDF to know a little bit more about grammar and to gain better control of your writing. So take a look at this. There's no work required for you. I mean, you don't have to do anything with it except to read it and to be knowledgeable about it. It's gonna help you out in the long run. Okay, so we're not doing journal, but I have it here just because last semester we did journals, but this semester we're not doing that. Here is the task description for the personal essay. And I highlighted this here and call your attention to it because the personal essay that you're writing for this class must be tied to your controversial topic. Okay, so here's a student exemplar. You can look and see how this student did her personal essay using inquiry-based approach. Inquiry-based means the stuff that we learn from the Curious Writer. Okay? And what Ballinger, the author of this book, is asking us to do in regards to inquiry-based. And the due dates are down below, and the requirements for the final draft. So by this Sunday, wait a minute, is it this Sunday? Did I get this Sunday, the 18th, you need to submit your pre-writing and outlining materials on Canvas. And I'll talk about that in a minute. You also need to submit your first and rough draft by next Friday, February 23rd. And then I need to pair you up with someone else in the class. And then I provide a handout for you to look at and respond to. And then post that on week 4 discussions forum to help your peer out. your peer will also help you out with your draft so that you can improve it and prepare the final draft, which will be due on the 25th, 2 days later. Okay. So 25th is our due date for the final draft. And the peer workshop is going to be half of the credit available for week 4 discussion forum. So if you don't do the peer workshop, and as you can see, you only have 2 days between Friday and Sunday to do the peer workshop. So the time is quite tricky. So you have to be on top of things and participate in the peer workshop. Otherwise, you lose out on half credit of week 4 discussions forum. And so that's something that you need to watch out for because it's time sensitive. The due dates are listed and they should be correct. The chance to the last time that you can resubmit for a better score after you turn in your final draft, I will grade it and give my comment, give my feedback. Then if you want to improve your score, then you have till March 9th to resubmit. And we can talk about how to resubmit later after I have given you a grade on your final draft. So I should, looking ahead, your essay is due on the 25th. I should have given you a score on that Friday, March 2nd. And then you have a week till March 9 to, if you decide to revise further, then you have a week to revise and then resubmit. Okay, so that's the looking ahead and planning for revision, which is encouraged. But if you like your score, if you got like an A on your final draft and you're happy with that, you don't have to revise. Okay, but if you're not happy with your score, you have the chance to revise here. Stop me when you have a question. So this is the assignment due on Sunday. This Sunday, okay. This is a student sample from the same student that wrote this exemplar, right? This is how she did her pre-write, and this is how she did her outline. You don't have to connect to the sympathizer because we are not reading this novel this semester, but you do need to connect to your controversial topic. Okay? So you do need to address that controversial topic in your essay somewhere. Okay, so I have a question. When you revise, you need to follow my feedback and my instructions. So if I say that this paragraph is off topic, and you probably should refocus this paragraph to make it connect to your thesis statement, then you should do that. If you do that, then your score will go up. Now, there is not possible for you to get a lower score. I would just keep your best score. Okay, so if you revise, you should ideally get, theoretically speaking, you should get a higher score if you revise and resubmit, following my feedback and suggestions. Most people will probably not do the MLA format correctly. So I usually deduct points on this paper if they don't do MLA format. Okay, that's an example of how I would deduct point. Another area where I might deduct point is I look at your essay and I don't see any connections to the controversial topic. And then, if you're not doing that, then I'll ask you to revise your essay so that you put that in your thesis statement. the connection to your controversial topic should be tied and placed somewhere in the thesis statement so that your essay can then be grounded in that discussion of your controversial topic. So the pre-writing is supposed to help you arrange your thoughts or come up with ideas and narrow your focus and find the thesis. Then the outline is like a tool, an organization tool, and a GPS or roadmap for your essay. And when you type it, you know exactly what to do, okay? Because the outline tells you. Uh, so, so this is required and it's due on Sunday. Okay? These are the various options. These are options, okay? And in the exemplar, this student chose focus free write, and this is focus free write right here. Okay? So you just pick one or more of these options to do your pre-writing, and then you follow. You can use her outline template as a guide. Okay, you know that you need the introduction. You know you need a hook. You need a thesis. You know that you're gonna have a conclusion, and then the body paragraphs will be up to you, right? So, but the body paragraph should work together to support the thesis. Okay, so that's the academic essay format. This assignment is worth 10 points. It's not much, but if you don't submit this, I will ask you to submit this first before I score your final draft. Many students don't do this assignment, but then they submit the final draft anyways. So in the past, I just slow down. I asked them to go back and submit this assignment first, and then I would score their essay. And in the past, a very few students did not do that, so they didn't follow my instructions. I just ended up giving them a 0. So please do this first. Connection is unstable. Sorry about that. Okay, so next would be the discussions forum for this week. And this week there are only 2 tasks, well, 3. So the first task is asking you to look at On Writing Well. And On Writing Well, again, is found under, the link is found under announcements. Okay, under announcements, you click that and then you go down to links to our textbooks. And then here's On Writing Well. You click on that and it should lead you to the book On Writing Well, the PDF. And you do have the option to download it, to keep it on your computer, you know, somewhere in your drive, Google Drive that is, or your Dropbox. But here it is. I'm asking you to look at part 1. There are 6 chapters in part 1, and the chapters are small. Okay, altogether, 7 chapters. My bad. Altogether, there are 38 pages, and to fulfill the task, all you have to do is post 6 bullets, take away from this part of the book. So any 6 lessons that you got, 6 tips on writing that you got from this part. And then the first question is, going back there. First question is asking you, why does he include his manuscript? What's the purpose? And Phong asked me to clarify that on Tuesday, and then I said that manuscript is this. So let me scroll down to the part where he includes his manuscript. So this is his manuscript, right? It includes things that he crossed out, things that, you know, these handwritten marks. So why do you think he does this? Why does he say, what is he doing here? Right. So that's the first part of this task. And then the next task is the semester-long memoir project. This task description is important for you to look at. So it's got the due dates. Twice you're going to need to submit your slides. Okay, 15 slides is suggested, and this is on the memoir that you've selected. Okay, so I've already have Phong selected this book here, but I need the rest of the class to put their name here. Okay, whichever memoir that you like to read. You can read your own selection. If you have a memoir that you want to read, you can do that, but you need to let me know. And also, you need to convince one other classmate to read it with you. What's the current popularity status of your selected memoir? Oh, you mean this question right here? So, how popular or how famous is it? So, how is it on the New York Times bestseller list? Is it been widely read? So you're gonna have to look up on the web for that. Maybe search that and see. Usually you can find this information under Goodreads. Okay. So this one has 3.5 stars. So it's not very popular. It has lower rating. Okay. And Goodreads lets you see how well the book does, and how popular it is. Some of these reviews posted by people who've read it also indicate how popular it is. Okay, so that's how you find answers to that question. So first thing first, though, I need more people to put their name in the correct column. Like if you end up choosing this, then you put your name here. Okay. If you end up choosing this again, but people need to sign up by the end of this week so that you can get started, so that I can group you, right? Create groups on Canvas so that you can have your own space on Canvas to work together on your slides. So the slides, you make them with your group members. Okay? So this is not individual project, it's group project. So keep that in mind as you move forward. Again, if you have a memoir you want to read, you need to let me know, and then you need to find one other classmate to read it with you. If not, put your name underneath the your selected memoir by this Sunday. And then write a response to these questions and post it. And then post your response to your classmates after you have done your responses to the tasks. So I believe that's all for week 3. Now we go to week 4, but I'll talk about week 4 later. Okay. So can I help you with anything at this point? Are you clear? Is there anything that's not clear that I can explain more? So to wrap up, I'm going to go to modules. To wrap up this week, you have primarily 2 major tasks, actually 3. One is to complete the pre-write and outline for the personal essay and submit it on by Sunday. Then look at On Writing Well. Okay, look at the chapters in part 1 and learn something from it, and post your learning, your takeaways from looking at that that part of the book. Then go on to this handout, read about the memoir reading project, and sign up for your book, for select your memoir and then put your name here. So primarily that's what we're doing for week 3. Okay. The Zoom meetings tomorrow, the Zoom meeting tomorrow is canceled because of the holiday. EVC observes President's Day's holiday, so we don't have a meeting tomorrow. We don't have school on Friday or Monday this weekend because of the holidays. So the next time I will be on Zoom would be next Tuesday. Oh, I did not do that? Okay, well then let me add that. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Yeah, I added the glass castle without adding it here. This is a fantastic memoir, by the way. So you might want to check it out. It's got a new movie. It's got a new movie out recently, this past summer, and it's quite interesting. So, but it's not the same as the memoir, though. The movie is rather different from the book, but the movie supplements your understanding of the book. That's for sure. Well-made movie, somewhat popular, but it didn't catch wild attention like some of the blockbuster movies we have nowadays. Oh my god, it only has 2.5 stars on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow. Anyways, but the book is quite good. Lots of wonderful, interesting things that you can learn from. Okay, so now you can sign up for the Glass Castle, and thank you for pointing that out. That was my oversight. All right. If you need my help between now and then, next Tuesday, please don't hesitate and reach out and let me know. Okay. I will talk to you later, and take care and enjoy your long weekend. Break up your tasks into chunks so that you don't have to do all of them at once. Do one, maybe do this one right now, and then do week 3 later on Monday or Sunday, whatever. So that's all that I have for you today. I will post this Zoom recording on my YouTube, but the Tuesday recording is already on there. And any last minute comment or question or complaint, I've already graded everything I got, but not the week 3 ones. Okay, so look at your grade and see if it's correct. Continuously monitor your grade and let me know of any mistake. Okay, I will then stop the meeting and have a good one. Bye.